Hey guys, welcome back to another video. What's up? Alright, today we're gonna be working on the ELO sketchbook, and I'm gonna be using a Terra Cotta color erase Prismacolor pencil. Yes. Today I'm gonna be I'm gonna be talking about the 2023 aspirations that I'm gonna be showing you right here. If you like, you can pause it. If not, I'll mention them throughout the video. Here I did something a little bit different. That is something that I'm gonna mention later on. But I'm really proud of this sketch, even if it's not perfect, but it's there. And today I'm gonna be using the Sakura Koi travel box watercolor set, 24 colors, and yeah, it's gonna be a mixed media illustration today. And of course I had two ideas that I wanted to work on. One is a street lamp landscape or street art or street view, and then another is a beach front. So, speaking of 2023 aspirations, I didn't want to make it goals. Why? Because sometimes goals are things that you impose on yourself, and are things that you tend to fall out of. Not because you don't want to do them, but because they have so much weight on of importance that you're like, oh no, you know what, I didn't reach my goals, I failed. So I think aspirations sounds better. So the first aspiration that I'm gonna be pointing out is continue to create as consistent as you can. You don't need to always be on your sketchbook 24/7 every day of every month or every year. But let's say that if you continue to work on your sketchbook or any other art project that you have consistently, you will see results. Not very quickly, but as time goes by, you'll see them. Number 2 is don't get intimidated by the blank page, like I did right here. I didn't know what to draw. I did have an idea, but I was like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? I erased, I wrote again, I erased. But it's okay. Like, you don't need to, even with a canvas or even with a paper that you're using, you can just draw on a copy paper, or these cheap papers that you can find anywhere, and you can just draw an idea, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you work on it and you do it, hey, it's perfect. A blank page is a world of possibilities. I don't know if that's from any movie or like saying, but take it as it is. It sounds nice. Third is stay curious in the many ways you can learn backgrounds, anatomy, perspective, and colors. Art is subjective, but if you're able to learn and have a curiosity to learn, it's great. Why? Because it helps us grow as artists and even as people. Art is a means to an end. And here I'm showing you my Sakura Koi watercolor box, and surprise! I got a primary set of Ink-Line liquid watercolors, and one more. I got it like last week in special, and that's the first Ink-Line liquid watercolor I got from Blick. Yes, a long time ago. And here I'm showing you my water bottle. Yes, I bought one. I follow your advice using the Arteza brushes, and I'm gonna be using, to detail the piece, the watercolor piece, I'm gonna be using Prismacolor colored pencils. Yes. And oh, and here I'm choosing which one should I use, which idea, like street light or beachfront. And I'm like, maybe I can mix both, but nah, maybe the first one I can do it digitally. And I went in and I started working on the beachfront. So the fourth point is study other artists, animators, painters, digital artists. Right now, I don't think that I can, or not that I can't. I am studying these artists, and not consistently. That's not what I want to say. But I'm practicing not in the sketchbook, but on my practice sketchbook that I'm about to be done with as well. And here I start working on the beachfront sketch. I was very nervous. As you can see, I was shaking my hands when I began the sketch, or when I began sketching, because sometimes I get nervous, and it's okay. It's part of creating, to be completely honest. And then the final point is, do not be afraid to play with different mediums just for fun. Why? Because, hey, you don't know if you find your next favorite medium. Mostly my mediums of choice is watercolors. I struggle a little bit with colored pencils, but I don't mind. I love watercolors, and I started working with markers some time ago, and I started to work with gouache as well. I'm gonna be honest, I don't do acrylic paints. They're a little daunting. I never understood them. And hey, sometimes you need to try new mediums and new art supplies so that just to explore, just to have fun, because who knows? Like, look, here on this watercolor illustration that I'm doing on this piece, this watercolor is so chalky. It's awful. And even if, here I'm trying to the brush, I'm trying to get as much paint in my brush as possible, and look, it's really streaky. It's really it's lacking the smoothness that watercolor is supposed to have. Maybe I'm using it wrong, And then here I'm taking out the colors that I'm gonna be using to detail the piece. And yeah, like as I mentioned before, trying new mediums and trying different things can help you fall in love with your art and fall in love with the things that you're doing, the things that you want to create. And who knows, maybe later on you can just use whichever art medium and art supply that you want without reserve, because you tried everything and anything, and hey, you had fun. Art doesn't need to be perfect. I believe that art it's supposed to leave a message or provide some sort of message, a story, maybe a feeling, yeah, to transmit a feeling, to lift you up. And yeah, here I am, giving the little details of with the color pencils. Even though it looks, I don't know, I do like it. I enjoyed working on this piece. Looks a little childish, but you know, whatever. I did it and I'm proud of it and I'm happy. And here I struggled a lot with this wet pen. It was awful. It ate away the lead from the colored pencils and it didn't even like paint white. So I used my trusty Posca that exploded on me, and I began using my hand as a palette so that I could place the white ink, acrylic ink in my hand, and you know, like chuck away and work on the details of the wave or the seafoam. Anyway, so here it is, my 2023 aspirations, and why I call them aspirations and not goals. Trust me, I'm calling them aspirations because when I set myself goals, I always thought that I failed, that I wasn't an artist, that I couldn't create. But now that I'm working as aspirations, it's better. It helps me stay more focused. There is not a lot of pressure when it comes to creating, and I can just enjoy the process without the, oh my god, I set myself goals, I need to finish them. Oh, and here, this is real life tape peel for you guys, cause who doesn't like tape peel? It's beautiful, it's perfect. It's an experience. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your presence. Hey, leave a like, leave a comment if you guys agree with me on this train of thought. If you guys have any recommendations, any videos or ideas that you would like to see from me, I have a list of sketchbook videos that I'm planning on working on for the remainder of the month or the year. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.